Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of On the Paint Table. This is my weekly show where you get to see what I got done, what I'm working on, and what is coming up. So today, we're going to take a look at, I finished a whole bunch of terrain from RM Terrain Studios. Some ruins that I'll be using in both Frostgrave and probably Warhammer Skirmish and Relic Blade and whatever else I need some Dark Souls style ruins for. Lord of the Rings, Middle-earth SPG probably too. I finished up another monster for Monsterpocalypse, and I finished painting all the models I had assembled and base coated for my Varuna army. And so now I'm waiting for new stuff for Infinity's Varuna army to come out. I think we've got the Echo Bravo, the Echo Bravo with the Wild Parrot model is going to come out pretty soon. But I'm at like maximum AVA for most things. I need a Kamau HMG and my Helit militia to come out too, because I've painted up a Libertos as like my first Helit, and I really want a bunch of Helits. And I'm feeling pretty good about that. And then I got some more stuff on the table. I'm going to start my destroyers for Monsterpocalypse, so I have two factions, so that if if people want to come in and play, then I've got like good guys and bad guys to play as well. I'm going to do some Martians. I've unpacked and found all my bits and bobs for the Invincible army, because I'm getting to that point where I have so many Infinity finishers painted that like I could paint some stuff to match like my kind of general Infinity collection, but I think it's more fun to just do new armies, like just do them from scratch, which is what I do with the Varuna instead of doing just like an add-on to like my massive Pano army. I just did a whole new basing scheme and like brighter colors, made them more vivid. I think that's going to happen too, because the tray I have from Top Down Terrain that's holding my Yuching army is like incredibly full. So I'm just going to start a new one that doesn't sit on that tray, I think, because it's not getting any more full. That tray is packed. So we're going to start a new one on the side. And then I put together some of my Space Marine heroes for a new kill team. Roster for playing arena with, or just regular kill team. And I also got, I don't think I showed you this. I think I talked about it maybe a week or two ago. I've got the airbrushing done on the base coats for my Bastards Girls for A Song of Ice and Fire. So I'm going to show you what's done and what is coming up. So first things first, here is the done pile of what I completed this week. So you can see here, this is all some 3D printed terrain that Mark was nice enough to bring over when we played some Middle-earth SPG from RM Terrain Studios. And these are all, you're going to hear more about this in Witches and Wonders next week, when I show you some of the unpainted stuff and this stuff too. And I will give you the recipe for how I painted this in that Witches and Wonders. But there's basically ruin kits, some little forts that are pretty cool, and then some big ruiny kits too. And they're all sectionally like designed, so you can pull them apart, but I glued them all together. And I painted all a similar day. And then I did add some trees to these right here. These aren't 3D printed, these are just the bases are meant for statues, but I like the statues on their own, so I put some trees from, what's this company called? Woodland Scenics, to give some dead trees here. And I used a palette that basically gave me the same kind of old, destroyed look as Dark Souls. Because I played about 5 minutes of Dark Souls, and I like the art direction, even if I'm not good enough at video games to play that video game. I don't want to work that hard. So there's the terrain. Then I've got Mr. Sky Sentinel. Another Monsterpocalypse monster here that I just finished up. I did some airbrushing. I actually made the base blue metallic color by taking GW Chainmail, an old metallic color, and just putting in a dot of, I think, Space Wolf Gray, maybe it was Thunderhawk Blue, just to tint it slightly, and then airbrushed it down. Did all details, and he's all finished. The problem I'm having right now, I wanted to get the planes and the rocket chopper to go with him, because his whole jam is he leads like an air wing when you play the game, but they're completely sold out in Canada. And the distributor couldn't get them to my local retailer, so I don't have any. I can't seem to get them either, unfortunately. So I've got when I made my order, I did manage to grab Zor Raiden? One of the Zor Maxim, actually, as well as the little Shinobi class fighter guys. So I do have some more stuff to do unit-wise, and actually some more guard tanks, some more G-tanks and stuff as well that I'll paint up for my defenders, just so I can do the rest of guard and start working on the Shadow Sun Syndicate stuff. So I have some options for the defenders. But I can't get the thing that makes him work, which sucks because I'm super excited about him. Yeah, and then I finished up all the rest of the models, and this is actually all this stuff I just kind of had lying around for Infinity. I only put the Croc, because I already painted the Croc Man, I put him in the back there just to show off that I rebased some Warsenal markers, TOKL markers, just to match them. And actually, I had these sitting in a box, and I painted them up too, so they got finished. I think the only newish models are the Zulu Cobra Jammer, Lieutenant Jammer, and the new Kamau Hacker, who I painted up this week. I've also got my Crocman Sniper, so I have both Crocman now painted up in the Varuna colors. I'm using the Libertos as a Helot Militiaman, because I really like these guys. They're really cool on the list, and they got a lot of cool options. But yeah, there's no model for them yet. So there's only the Libertos miniature, who actually isn't available because he's a Rebel from Varuna. But of course, I can just use him as the marksman rifle guy, no problem. Painted up a couple of Fusiliers. The Fusilier HMG, I think, is actually going to be really cool in Varuna because it's actually one of the lower SWIC ways to get an HMG into a 5-man link team. And I can still combine it with things like the Führerbach to have like a heavy with a rapid fire gun. Just a standard Fusilier as well. Another Orc combi / multi-rifle. And the old Orc HMG, who is still around, just got repackaged actually with the boarding shotgun Orc to fill up my link team. And I'm at like max AVA now. I've got Führerbach, another one of him, and the boarding shotgun painted, so I have my 5 orcs that I can have. And then I painted the original Kamau. This Kamau is so old. I'm pretty sure it's a first edition miniature, but it actually, when you paint it up, looks really good. And it's the old Kamau Hacker, but I'm going to use it as my specialist Kamau. So this will be like the FO or the paramedic or whatever like special job I want to have a Kamau do. And then this will be the hacker, obviously, because there's a nice new hacker model and stuff too. And then I just painted myself a special HVT. So this is, I think, I don't remember what kit she comes in, but she's the little officer lady for Pano, and she'll be my HVT for the Varunans. I just wanted to have one that was all based the same. That's kind of where I'm at with Infinity. I have so many armies and miniatures painted. I'm just starting new ones now. I'm not going to try and make my collection of like one faction. It'll be like, I'll keep it fairly cohesive. I'll keep the basing pretty consistent. But like, if I want to do like offshoot armies like this, I'm just going to do new stuff where I'm not going to try and rope in old miniatures that are from different lines that are painted slightly differently. So like I have like 11 or 12 Fusiliers painted. I just painted new ones. I didn't want to pull old ones into the list. And I think it turned out great. So I've got another, 5, 10 miniatures painted there, 11 with Sky Sentinel. And I did a couple of markers and, lots of terrain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 pieces of terrain. All painted up. About a week. Added a whole bunch of stuff. Pretty excited about this. We're going to be playing Frostgrave, the Wizard's Conclave, the scenarios I wrote, which you'll be seeing come out the next couple weeks. This weekend, me and Owen bring back Red and Rothgar for some Frostgrave action, and then next week I'll be filming the Let's Play for this with Mike. We're supposed to do it today. This is Friday, but his boy was up late last night, and he was not up to it. And then this weekend I'll be playing with these guys with some old friends from my workshop days that are coming down from the Windsor, London area. They're driving down for the night, and we're gonna hang out and play some Guild Ball, play some Infinity, and some A Song of Ice and Fire. So I'm pretty jazzed about that too. So yeah, this is what got done. Let's look at what's coming up. So here's the stuff coming up piles. First things first, here's my pile of Yucheng stuff that I have. It's basically the Invincible Army components from Red Veil. So I have another Zuyong combi / multi. I have 3 Zhanshi. And I actually had an old Shang-Chi, an extra one, even of the one I painted, because the Shang-Chi I haven't resculpted yet. And I'll paint them up, why not? You can never have too many cool old models, and it'll give me a different sculpt too. And I've got the new Yucheng support pack, the Zhanshi support pack, and the Invincible Army starter. And then somewhere I've got a Yan Hao hyper rapid magnetic cannon and a Hacker Hack-Tau as well, which gives me some more stuff that fits in the Invincible Army. And I'll just start painting through it, and then I'll have a new bunch of options of things I can play with. I got my airbrushing down on my Martians, bad guys for Monsterpocalypse, and the Martian command base. Yes, I am doing the bronze color Martians from the old 1980s War of the Worlds TV show, because why wouldn't I? Because that's awesome. that's the color scheme. I'm generally going with the wine bottle green, like lenses and glass and stuff, with some glowy from the inside, and then that classic brass Martian look, which I'm pretty jazzed about. And then I just built up my first few Space Marine heroes. So this is gonna be my first kill team, my 100 points basically of kill team. And I'm gonna add models to this as I go, but I want to do the heroes guys, and I got some Reavers too. So my leader here with a grab pistol and chain swords. My sniper with a plasma rifle, and then my grenadier with a frag grenade. Because Frag grenades are surprisingly good when you have demolitions. Because you get +1 to wound with guys in cover. So all of a sudden chucking D6 strength 4 shots against everything that's toughness 5 or less is pretty great because you're winning on 4s. Which makes it effectively strength 5 basically. It doesn't get better unless you're toughness 2 or 3. But against toughness 4 and 5, you become forced to wound, which is pretty great. And then I've got the Reavers for my combat specialist, the Reaver Sergeant, and then another just Reaver, because they're awesome. And then 2 plebs with bolters, who are also pretty cool. So I'm pretty jazzed about that. Paint these 8 guys up. I'm really tempted to do them in like those airbrush metallics from Green Stuff World, because I really like the Green Stuff World like metallics, and they have a cool shimmer. I might even do them like in like kind of a Horus Heresy armor style, because I don't have to match everything I have. Like they're not an army I'm going to be building and painting. But I haven't decided on a chapter yet. I don't know. Ultramarines, maybe. Something green, maybe. I can't decide. We'll see. But I did leave all their helmets off because I love the bare heads that come in the Space Marine Heroes box. But then I put the actual helmets on their belts because I feel like a Space Marine would never just throw his helmet away. And I wanted to use all the bits from the Space Marine Hero box set. So all of them have their helmets on their belts, even though they're not wearing their helmets, because that's just stupid otherwise. Throw your helmet away. Come on. You're Space Marines. You're smarter than that. And then here's my Bastards Girls. I just airbrushed all the doggies different colors and put some neutral grays down on the actual archers and stuff too. And they'll get done relatively soon. I'm pretty jazzed to try out the neutrals at some point. So it is, the pile of what's coming up. So we got another on the paint table done and on the books. And it looks like we're at an even 100 so far for the year out of 886. We're getting there. 100 miniatures though is no joke. I'm pretty jazzed to have hit 100 so early in the year after just a bit over a month. We're about a week into February, so a little over a month. And I took some time off at the beginning of the year too, because obviously I was done painting around Christmas. So we'll see what gets done next week. What do I got coming up next week that I'm playing that I want to paint for? I'm kind of open right now. I got like a whole bunch of things that I'm kind of just puttering away on, but there's nothing that I'm like, that I like have to do, and it's a good feeling because I'm just kind of getting stuff finished that I want to finish. I'm probably gonna, when the stuff for Monsterpocalypse shows, I'm probably gonna get that done because actually it's really quick to paint, and the game's super snappy and fun too. And I've got Chris from Lords of War coming in with his Defenders, and I've also got Mike from Epic Studios coming in with his Destroyers to play some games next week. So that'll definitely get painted and played with. And then I don't know. It's probably on to. I might feel once that's done that I'm ready to start tackling Necromunda. I'm gonna get this Yuching stuff built. I don't have any Kill Team stuff on the horizon right now, but I might do some more Kill Team stuff too. I don't know. It's a good feeling to just kind of like to do what you feel sometimes. So yeah, we'll see what gets done next Saturday. Of course, today you can check out more to do with the Frostgrave Wizards Conclave with my review of that book, which you can find up in the cards. And you can also check out review of 2 new GW books, which are of course the battle tomes for Skaven and for the Flesh Eater Courts, the newest 2nd edition update for existing battle tomes. So it's pretty cool stuff. Go check it out. We'll see you next time for more on the paint table. Till then, I'm Ash. Happy wargaming. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to support the channel, of course, like and subscribe and hit the little bell below so you get notifications when I post future content. I do post stuff 7 days a week. If you want to support the channel further, you can, of course, buy a t-shirt through Spreadshirts, buy a measuring gauge or objective markers from Death Ray Designs, or, of course, most importantly, there is Patreon. Patreon is what makes all this possible, keeps the lights on, pays for the studio costs, pays for the equipment, model costs, and everything else, and most importantly, puts food in my kids' bellies and a roof over their heads. Big thanks to everyone, past, future, who supported me. I do this stuff because of you guys, and of course, I will continue doing it as long as I can.